If I were a more modest woman, I would never dare to share my love story with you, my friends. It is a love that could make even young Amazons saddle their swift steeds. And here I am, withstanding the onslaught of a real man I've dreamed of all my life. What can I say? Not only did I endure, but I enjoyed frequent and regular dates with him. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Helen, and I am a 50-year-old married woman. Despite my age, I still possess the grace and elegance of a lady. I owe my looks to my mother, a well-known theater and film actress in our city. Unfortunately, I did not follow in her footsteps, as I do not possess her talents. Nevertheless, I have always been endowed with intelligence. With ease and certainly not without wearing short skirts, I successfully graduated from university. Immediately afterwards, thanks to my parents' connections, I got a prestigious teaching position at the Maritime School across the street. It was there, 10 years later, that I met my future husband, Eric. Back in those early days, I had no sense of urgency. I took my time and chose my life partner carefully. Eric, who was my student, it must be said, was not distinguished by special talents. However, despite his young age, he possessed real masculine strength and no less impressive charisma. Soon, I was lucky enough to see it for myself when one evening we found ourselves alone in an empty classroom, trying to fill in the gaps in Eric's knowledge. Before I knew it, I was in his arms. During one of our intimate meetings, we conceived our wonderful daughter. Amy, now 25 years old, has grown into a mature and independent woman. She got married a few years ago and has since left the comfort of her parents' home, leaving me alone. By then, I had gone from being a teacher to a simple housewife, receiving a modest pension from the government for personal expenses, as my husband had become a real sailor, and he was earning money. In my younger days, I had the resilience that enabled me to endure several months without my husband. However, as if possessed by the devil, it was only a couple weeks later when Eric set sail again, and my insatiable desires demanded another rendezvous. On a rainy summer evening, I contemplated marital infidelity for the first time in my life, feeling an overwhelming sense of shame. Coming out of the shower, I saw in the fogged mirror my flushed cheeks, a reflection of the passion burning in me. However, I had made the decision to pursue a romantic relationship. I was looking for a respectable and intelligent young man who could handle my passionate nature, even if it was only a few times a week. Coincidentally, at this time, my son-in-law often came to visit me to help out around the house while my husband was away on a voyage. I couldn't help but notice my son-in-law's eyes on me, so I decided to play along. While he repaired my tattered couch, I took the opportunity to take a shower. Unfortunately, I completely forgot that I wasn't home alone and stepped out of the shower as I was. At that moment, my brother-in-law saw me and was completely stunned. He quietly said, "Helen, wow." In that instant, my thoughts drifted to making the most important decision of my life. My son-in-law and I locked eyes for a moment and then found ourselves in a passionate embrace. It was the only good decision we made that day. Why take unnecessary risks in search of adventure when our desires matched perfectly? Since then, my son-in-law has become a regular visitor in my home. I am practically a single woman who always needs help around the house and beyond. I will always be grateful to my beloved son-in-law and will always find a way to express my appreciation to him.